businessmen retire after one success. But even after introducing the world to Ace Mannon, he introduced the world to microhydrin. And in late 2010, he brought an idea to the company that would change our future. And you had an opportunity to see and hear from Dr. Reardon about SK Plus earlier this year. My question, Mr. Howard, where do you see RBC going with this new breakthrough product, SK Plus?
I think there's absolutely no limit to the size that RBC could become if we all let the world know about this major breakthrough in nutritional science. This slide, for example, shows the difference between the number of stem cells of children and the number of stem cells that we have later in life. A newborn will have one stem